Hey guys, what's up? This is Andrew for TRENDLINES.com. So in this video, guys, we're gonna go through the price action on AMC on GME. We're gonna discuss triple Q, the US 10-year yield that is still above 285. So the situation is still very risky to me. Anything can happen. And I'm also gonna show you something cool about Amazon. So let's get into it. All right, as usual, guys, AMC GME. What's happening here? So we are still in this descending wedge on AMC. This is what we are monitoring. So this morning I really thought that we might have finally this second bullish signal that combined with the bullish signal we already have on the 4 time frame, which is bullish divergence. All right, momentum going higher, price action making lower lows, momentum making higher lows. All right, bam bam bam. So here it is. All right, higher lower. So we are waiting. Once again, let me remind you guys, and I showed you that in my Discord this morning. I had a good question about where is it, about DKNG. So basically this was the situation. DKNG, you guys can go and check. They have earnings coming soon, and a member asked me, is it a good time to buy because he saw there is a bullish divergence, and I explained, like I did in my course and a few times in Discord, but it's still good to say it again, that a bullish divergence creates a bullish signal whenever it is combined with one more bullish signal. That needs to come from the price action. The bullish divergence comes from the momentum, so it needs to come from the price action. So for example, the candlestick pattern, so here we almost had a bullish engulfing. It can be a hammer, like we said before. It can be an SMA crossover. It can be an RSI below than 50. As you can see here, the RSI is at 40. Let me show you that in real. Sorry, I switched from AMC because AMC is in the same situation. Like many stocks right now are in a descending wedge. And so we have bullish divergences on many stocks. But for a bullish divergence to give you a signal, you need to associate it with one of those four. All right. Here, the RSI, as you can see, is still at 43. The RSI must be checked on the same time frame you see the bullish divergence. All right. Think about it. And or a breakout. So you have four different signals that you can combine to have a signal to buy. And here, for now, we don't have any of those. We almost had here a bullish engulfing. As you can see, yesterday's move plus 15%. Plus 10%, sorry, almost engulfed the candle before. So this is close to be a bullish engulfing. So this is almost a reason to get in. This is what I said. So let's back to AMC. We are waiting for the same kind of thing. We have the bullish divergence, not on the daily. We have it on the 4 hours, which doesn't change anything. You just stay on the 4 hours and you check the same thing on the 4 time frame. All right, the candlestick depends on the time frame, the RSI depends on the time frame, the moving average crossover depends on the time frame. Only the breakout doesn't depend on the time frame, but most of the signals that you need to combine are going to be checked. I mean, it's important to stay on the same time frame, and it works for every time frame higher than 30 minutes. So here, bam bam bam, you can see the RSI is very weak. On the time frame, we have the divergence at 37. So it shows us that we are not yet ready to really be bullish. But here we're having this breakout that is really close to happen. I need to readjust a little bit, but I can see I have the 20 period moving average just here. So basically, you know, we have a double resistance, the trend line and the moving average. So what we want is both of this resistances to be crossed over with a close above the 20 period moving average on the 4 time frame, which is right now at 15.35. So I was monitoring that this morning and ready to buy, and of course and send a signal, of course, in my Discord. And here we got unfortunately rejected, so I didn't sell and didn't send any alert on this, and I didn't take any position. I'm waiting for that. And for now, if we go lower, I mean, I'm happy. I'm gonna buy lower. That's it. And the shares I have, one day I'm gonna sell them higher too. So I'm fine with the price action going lower. I have a plan for that. And once this happens, guys, we're gonna discuss everything. We're gonna need to see if we break out here doing a plus 3%. which is not strong, or if we break out with a plus 15%, which is strong. And we're going to need to see what is happening on the rest of the market and on the US 10-year yield and the DXY, all right? Everything needs to be going to the same conclusion. Otherwise, a squeeze will not happen. GME. So GME broke out below the 61.8% fib ratio yesterday. I told you guys this was the level I checked on AMC, and I told you that after that level was broken, it was at 21. It's going to be hard for this third wave to develop. Same thing for GME now. So I think we are going to 105. This is what I said yesterday in my video, just looking at GME, because I have no support before that. But you know, it happens many times that we have a rebound that is not on a support, so it can still go higher. But for now, bears in control, and next support 105. Then what we are monitoring here is this trend line, but like I said, it's not perfect. So here, yes, this is what I said yesterday. You can see the trend line to check is here, because but basically I'm going to say what I said yesterday, but you can see consolidations on GME happen sideways. Okay, sideways. On AMC it's not sideways, all right, it's dropping. So it's good and not good, but just keep in mind that here this trend line is not the one we want to break out above. It's this level, okay, 130. All right, so we need GME to trade above 130 for bulls to take back control on the short term. Then triple Q, we are really hovering around this 318 level. This is the situation to me. Bam. So we might very well go, you know, rebound or go lower. I don't know. I'm personally don't have, I have a short position on triple Q because it protects me on my other investments. I'm flattish. I made a little bit of money on the way down, but I'm rather flattish here overall. I'm waiting to have more information. Here I wait for a rebound. If I have a rebound, I will sell it. I remind you guys what I said yesterday. We are looking for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here, right? And I hope the fifth wave won't go here, but it's possible. Maybe it's going to be a shallow fifth, and then we're going to have ABC and then more downside. But bears in control, guys. All right, bears in control as long as we are below this red resistance 338 to me, which is the pivot point that we need to trade above, to close above, even on a weekly time frame, guys. One day is not enough for bulls to take back control. All right, and it needs to happen on decent volume, because we know the volume will be lower on the way up, as it always is whenever we have, as you can see here, a rebound, but it needs to be strong enough. Here the volume was too weak for this to be really a reversal. All right, so we're going to pay attention to that. For now, bears and control. Once again, I don't take a bearish position here if triple Q goes to, so basically 4-5% higher, which is on the SPY, because some of you are asking me, why do you check triple Q and not SPY? It's same, guys. All right, you just need to have an indicator of the global market. I use triple Q. I can use SPY, guys. As you're gonna see, I have my charts here as well. They're gonna tell me pretty much the same thing. I just have good signals on triple Q, so this is what I'm checking now. I prefer to stay on triple Q, but it's same. All right, and here, as long as triple Q is below 338, guys, bears are in control. All right, so for me, this is a market where every bounce needs to be sold, so that we have protection, we make money on the way down, and we can reload lower. What are the levels to reload? As before, for now it has not changed. It's around 280. Then the US 10-year yield, as you guys know, this is representing the expected rate, the expected return of equity. The higher it is, the more investors will think it's hard to make money on equity. And now we are a 40 years breakout above this trend line. All right, 40 years resistance that is breaking out. I had my friend from Goldman Sachs this morning over the phone, and I told him, so what's up, bro? What are you doing? Because I know that you guys are gonna start to tell your clients to offload. So I should not give my friend's name, of course, because it's a bit sensitive information. Whatever. But what he told me is that yes, they start to think that that it's time to offload some positions on the equity market and to buy bonds. But inflation is at 8%, right? I mean, it's not going to be a yearly inflation of 8%, but monthly it's 8%. So if you go to bonds, you're sure, 100% sure that you're not going to beat inflation. So basically, your return adjusted with inflation is minus 5%. So basically, you put your money here, but you lose real power of money. I mean, pouvoir d'achat. So real. I mean, in reality, you can buy less in 10 years that you could buy now. That's the reality with an inflation at 8%. So the only way to beat inflation is the equity market. That's what he told me. So they said that they're not gonna offload yet because at least they have a chance to beat the inflation by betting on the equity. But he also told me that the equity is still overvalued for most of companies. All right, we are still in a kind of bubble, all right, because of all this money printing and investors being so confident that markets will just rally forever. He told me that most of companies are overvalued compared to their to the expected returns in 5-10 years. And that, and another thing is that whenever the rates are going higher, you guys know that to know the theoretical value of a company, you're gonna check what are the cash flows for the next 10 years, and you're gonna adjust this with the, you're gonna discount those cash flows with the rates. So if it's a 10-year cash flow, it's gonna be a 10-year rate. True. Whenever you discount, the higher the rate, the lower the discounted value. So basically, when rates go up, this valuation method gives lower values for companies, which means that a 10-year that is going to rally is mechanically going to impact the valuation of many companies, especially the companies that don't make money today, but that expect to make money in 5-10 years. So all the innovative companies, meme stocks, for example, are some of them. So a 10-year that is rallying is really bad for meme stocks. So once again, let's keep an eye on that. And if there is a correction here, then we breathe and let's see where is the equity market. I think that if the 10-year comes back to 2, the equity market will be very high already. But if it's not the case, then it's of course a good opportunity to buy. Last thing for today, guys, Amazon. I sent an alert this morning. I'm very careful with my alerts. I mostly send bearish alerts. I do a lot of updates on bearish trades on QQQ for protection, because I think that we are in a situation, and I'm doing that for the past 6 months, 4 or 5 months, because we are in a bearish environment. So I want my members to be aware that there is some way to get protection, but I also keep sending alerts on for those who want to buy the dip. And here, this is a nice situation. It's Amazon. So they lost 10% yesterday, or how much? Not yesterday, 2 days ago, 14% because of supply chain issues that is impacting their revenues, not their revenues, but their profits. And a lower demand, because the COVID crisis is almost behind us. So people, not in China, but in the rest of the world, so people are more going to buy things in reality than on the internet. So they have lower demand on Amazon and higher costs because of inflation and because of supply chain disruption. So basically, their profits declined a lot. Here, they 190%. Less than expected. I'm not sure how to read that, but basically they had really bad results. So the volume increased, as you can see, a lot here. All right. So this is not good. This is what I call a risk. All right. So my chart was like that. Okay. But whatever. It's not where it should be. Okay. Because it shows that bears are taking back control on a move like that, but we are coming with a weekly, because it was on the weekly time frame. Okay, we are coming on the weekly oversold RSI. I checked, it's the first time I see this. It happened here as well. what happened here. I didn't see that. So let's check that together. Bam, bam, bam. All right, rebound, rebound. All right, so each time you have a weekly, no, okay, here you had one. This one didn't work. Okay, so you can see here weekly oversold, and then we lost RSI oversold. We lost 23%. All right, so sometimes after weekly oversold RSI, we saw some strong moves down, and then again oversold, and then the second time was the good one. So maybe we are in this situation, or maybe we are in this situation, same thing, oversold, and then second time oversold again, and then rebound. So maybe it needs to be oversold twice, I don't know. Here we have a weekly oversold RSI combined. Once again, guys, you always need to combine those signals, indicators. Otherwise, you're going to have a lot of fake signals. But this is a good combination, trend line that has not been touched for quite some time, plus oversold RSI. This is a good combination. So this is, if I don't pay attention to the volume or to the situation, this is a buy. But the volume here is increasing a lot. So that's already a reason not to get in. I personally don't get in, but it's still an opportunity to buy. We can very well bounce strongly and rally, or we can bounce a little bit like we're doing right now and just break out. All right, so if this happens, if here we have a nice consolidation, like I explained in my course, then you can sell this breakout. If we go right away, then better to wait for a retest, that is here the red scenario, and to buy puts here. So this would be in 1 or 2 months. If this happens, this is bad. All right, but here I would be personally buying protection. So that's it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please don't forget, guys, to click on this sub, like, and bell button so you're gonna be the first to know when I upload anything new. And stay close to shore. I see you guys.